Hello everyone, Artanis215 here, and welcome to episode 8 of our Let's Play in Minecraft 1.6.4. So today we have a bunch of stuff to do. We're going to continue on with that project with factorization and a railcraft boiler from last episode. I've gone ahead and got a little bit of prep work done. I just made some fluid ducts and an aqueous accumulator for right here. Got some water sources down so this guy will collect for us, and got him set up in this corner, and I think that our little process line will be right here in these few blocks. So what we're going to need is the steel that I finished cooking up. That creosote oven, coke oven, doing its thing. So we have our 4 steel in our rolling machine, and we're just going to click on this guy to make him craft. So we'll wait for that to finish up, and meanwhile we will grab out our, is it in here? Yeah, it's right there. Our solid fueled boiler box. Where are they? Okay. So I also went to the nether, and I just decided to suck it up and throw it in. Surprisingly, it didn't use as much of an area as I thought it would for the lava, but I mean it's still sorry, it's still a fairly decent area that it did consume. But I think it's worth it. We're also going to turn both of these into our high pressure boiler tanks. Um, Although it looks like we can't go too tall, which is it's fine. We'll use this in the future, so no need to worry about it. So we have our steam boiler here now, and what we're going to do is we're going to need to make a steam turbine. We're going to make this one. So we're going to need some glass panes, which I should have. We're going to need a fan, which is just, so this is how you make the magnet. I already made a battery block. So we'll make our magnet, and it just uses a bit of the charge. So no big deal. So we'll go ahead and I think we can make our motor now. Nope, we need some insulated coils, so one of those will do. Grab our motor, and then we need some of this. What am I missing? The fan. There we go. So now we've got our steam turbine. And we're just going to go ahead and fill in this. And we'll put this guy right here with a fluid duct right there. And that should transfer steam into this guy to be changed into energy. And we'll hook our battery block up right here. And then we're going to need that lacerator. So I'm thinking we're going to want our barrel with our material. Maybe right here. Then we can have our lacerator in its socket with a chest behind it. Do I have a chest anywhere for chance? No, but I can make one. So this is how you make the socket that we talked about and the lacerator. Socket and lacerator. So we'll have this here with the socket right there and the lacerator. So that's a full block. Okay, that's a little interesting. I might need an axe. And we might need a wrench. So we'll grab both. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what we can come up with here. So if I put this here, and that's not going to work. Alright. We'll figure this out, guys. No worries. So let's maybe put the barrel in front. And then, no, I don't like that. I want it to be on top. I want to compact this thing as much as possible. So what I think we're going to do is have the socket. Can I place it on the ceiling? I bet I can if I put a chest up there. Or a block. So we're gonna put the block there, that there, and then oh, that's a diamond cutting head. I haven't made the lacerator. Alright, I think we're okay. I think we can make this compact. Sideways, easy. Alright, I just derped. I thought I had the lacerator already. So uses, we need one more motor. So we'll take our lead and our battery, which I placed over here already. Make another magnet. Not that. Magnet. And then we'll go ahead and get our motor made. Motor, please. Huh? Motor. Wait, why can't I? Oh, my inventory is too full. Okay. And then I believe we just combine these like that. Okay, there we go. So now we place that there, this here, that like that, and we are good to go. So this will output into here. This will grind up anything that we put in there. And then we're just going to need a bit of lead cable like that. Should work, I think. But we'll, yeah, I mean, maybe that'll work. All right, and then we're going to go get our firestone and some blaze rods. I farmed up a bunch of blaze rods, so we should be good on those. And we have our firestone right here to heat this guy up in a short time. Now you'll notice that this Steam image is a little bit derpy. That's okay. It's going to be a little bit derpy. I don't know. There's a conflict between, I believe it's thermal expansion and railcraft with the Steam, and thus we are not getting any renderer at all. I have to wait for this to get up to about 16,000, and then it will start outputting Steam to this, which will let us charge that and then go into there. So meanwhile, we'll grab our cobalt and ardite. All right, this guy's going to start spinning. We should be getting some charge. So let's throw this in here. He's going to start running. Oh, look, we're getting charge. And we're processing. We've already got 2 dirty cobalt gravel. Awesome. And then we can put our firestone back away. Hopefully I won't need to burn through too many of these blaze rods, but if I do, then I do. We're also going to need a furnace heater and a slag furnace. So let's actually just get rid of some of this stuff, because this is just a mess. So we're going to need a slag furnace, which is just, oh, derp. It's 8, 16. And that should be enough to make a slag furnace. So we got a slag furnace, and then we're going to need a furnace heater. So we're going to need a bit of these. And then just do that, furnace heater. Then that can go right there. thinking we might be able to use translocators to pump into this guy, but I think for right now, so we get 2 of those, so we're doubling, and then we get a little bit more from doing it this way, so about 140%. All right, that'll work. And then we can throw our Artite in here and start that going. And now we're really not going to need too much in the way of this kind of power. So we're going to only turn the steam boiler on when we need to. As you noticed, this Firestone didn't use too much of its charge, and it heated up insanely quickly. So we're not going to worry about that. No, I don't want those in there. I want those on my hotbar. Put you away and put you away. Yep. And then we can probably put most of this other stuff away as well right now. Just while we're over here, you know, doing stuff. Put that away. Put this lead wire away, and that. And then this guy, we don't really care if he cools off. We're just going to use him pretty much exclusively for running this little setup. So there we go, a nice little clean setup in our corner to produce power with our steam boiler. Bump it into this box, let this guy run, and all is good. So we're going to start smelting up this cobalt gravel, and then we can just melt the ingots back down using our smeltery. So we're not too worried about that. See, we got 2 from that one. Now we will occasionally we'll just get 2, and occasionally we'll only get 1. Hopefully we'll end up with more times that we get 2 than times we get 1 if we have some luck in our favor. If not, however, that's okay too. I'm just happy to have some better processing of those kind of rare things. And I really like the look of our Thaumcraft tower. I'm really happy with it. Speaking of Thaumcraft, I don't know if you guys have noticed this about 4 times when I've been opening my inventory, but I went ahead and made this Helmet of Revealing. And I got an enchantment on it. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how you make this guy, because it's actually a pretty nifty gadget. So if you go into your Thaumonomicon, under Artifice, I want to say, is the Goggles of Revealing. And then you can see stuff with these. But if we have a Helmet of Revealing, we use our Thaumium Helm and some Goggles of Revealing, and we kind of paste them together in our Arcane Workbench, and then we can get some armor out of them, as well as being able to see stuff. So we now have some better armor, and we can see stuff with our Goggles of Revealing. We also managed to get Repair and Protection 4, so 2 very, very nice enchants. One will keep us up and running with them longer, and the other is nice to have for other stuff. Alrighty, so let's look in our Mighty Smelting Book. Let's see. So Manulin is 2 Cobalt and 2 Artite. And we're going to want to make a Manulin pick. So we're probably going to make a Thaumium Tool Rod and a Paper Binding again, so we can get those extra modifiers, because we're going to want this to be a really good pick. So let's go ahead and get our pickaxe head out and toss that guy down. And then once this guy finishes up, we'll come back to that. But for right now, I think let's go check on our coke oven and see how he's doing. Oh yeah, doing good. Got lots of creosote, got lots of blocks of coal coke, cruising along. Eventually I'm probably going to dig out a third sub-basement, or a second sub-basement, and that will, or I'll just expand this out and we'll have some hallways where we can place in our coke ovens and our blast furnaces so we can get steel and creosote that much easier. And I am so sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today, but I just am. So we'll get by. So I think what we're gonna want is we're gonna want 2 of these leadstone flux capacitors. So we're gonna need a bit of sulfur, some copper, some lead, and some redstone. So let's go ahead and make 2 of these guys. For right now. And we're going to want to put these on our hammer, our cobalt hammer, and our manual pick that we're about to make. Basically what these will allow us to do is they'll allow us to charge our tools, much like we do these flux infused tools. And that way we can never have to worry about repairing them and not worry about them breaking or anything silly like that. We'll just always have them available, and I'm going to need to reheat that blast furnace just a little bit so we can smelt everything. We're actually going to throw our firestone in there really quick, just to get this guy heated up quickly. So watch it, this is off of a blaze rod. And now firestone engage. There we go. So now we're cooking along pretty well. Put that firestone back away. And we'll let those guys run while we finish smelting up our cobalt and ardite into their ingoty form. Yay for ingots. So guys, we have a lot of stuff to do this season yet. I actually need to show you something that I did with the farms. You can see it right there. I went ahead and we got I planted a little wheat farm, so we can now get some wheat to breed the cows up for when we have to kill them, which doesn't happen too terribly often, but it does happen occasionally. We do need to kill the cows off and get leather from them and meat and whatnot, because guys gotta eat, right? Right? Alright. We're going to need to get a tree farm up relatively quickly. As you notice, my wood situation is pretty not good. It's actually pretty bad. We're pretty good on everything as far as power goes. We're not using our fossil fuels anymore. We're converted over to lava on pretty much everything but this guy, and this will be a big boiler in the basement producing lots of MJs one day for our Buildcraft production assembly line. And I was looking into what we're going to want to do, because as you notice, storage is becoming a big issue. I mean, we've got just tons of chests littering everywhere, and I looked into doing a logistics pipe system to sort, but I'm thinking what we're going to do, just because logistics pipes is actually surprisingly more expensive than applied energistics, we're probably going to go with an applied energistics setup first. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these out. So we're going to go over here and we'll get Why is there an arrow in there? A couple of these and a couple of these smelting. Just for right now. As you'll notice, I really don't know where anything goes. Like, I become lost in my own base. Have I scanned chests? I have. How about furnace heaters? Ooh, and slag furnaces. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, so this guy will cool off now, but that's... I have yet to scan a thermometer, although I will scan my helmet. There we go. Let's see, alright, we've got some... couple of ingots of molten manulin. Good, good, good. So let's go ahead and grab out an ingot cast as well. Alright, so we'll smack that down and get these two going. This is now empty. So we've got our manulin pickaxe head. We're going to need a piece of paper so we can get our binding. And then we're going to need that thaumium shard as well. So, get a piece of paper. And we'll come over to our part builder. We'll put paper there, thaumium there, and we'll make our tool rod out of thaumium. And our handle or tool binding out of that. So, we've got a mining level of manulin with this guy. And then we've got a mining level of obsidian off of our tool rod. That gives us a 1.3x handle modifier and a mining speed of 7. And then we've got our paper binding for the extra modifier. So we'll throw these guys back in here. Come over to our tool forge. And this guy, what should we name it? What do we want to name it, guys? This is going to be... This is going to be our purple people eater. Yes, the purple people eater. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so we've got our manulin pickaxe here. This guy should have a fair bit of durability if I would have looked. So we've got this guy. He mines at a level of manulin. He has 15, almost about 1559 durability. We can put a couple of extra modifiers on it. And yeah. So let's go ahead and we're going to throw a diamond and an emerald on it straight off. We're going to use 2 of our modifiers. Or you know what? We don't even need to. We don't even need to. Let's just make this guy flux right now. Bam. So he will just charge up off of this guy apparently. But I think I would prefer to toss him in here. He holds 400,000 redstone flux. So he'll just charge up in there. And then we're going to want to put this manulin ingot away. We may need it at another time. And we're going to want to throw a bunch of redstone on him and probably some lapis as well. How much lapis do I have? Probably enough, I want to say. Hopefully enough. I want to get fortune 3 on him. So we'll just hold off on that. We're going to throw a bunch of lapis on this guy. That is loud. Let's see, so we've got Fortune 1. What are we up to, 270? Gotta go all the way, guys. 360. And there is 450. Didn't even use quite 2 stacks, so that's okay. So we now have Fortune 3 on this guy. And I'm thinking the rest of my modifiers are probably going to go into redstone, just so this guy can mine really, 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 really fast. So let's get a bunch of modifiers on him for redstone. Did I miss one? Yeah, 49. So this will get us up to 14. 1, 2, 3. We've got 1 modifier left and we're at 17, so let's throw this on redstone. And then all right, mining speed of 21. We've got Fortune 3, and it's rechargeable. So there we go, guys. This is our purple people eater pickaxe. Let's see what she can do. Apparently nothing. That's really, really weird. I'm gonna throw this back in here and see if maybe it doesn't. Okay. Looks like when it's charging, it has issues. So we're just gonna finish charging it in there. And meanwhile, we're going to work on that nice new shiny cobalt hammer. All right, so let's see. We need 8 for the hammerhead. All right, let's. I don't know how the plates affect it. I think so. We need our tool rod, our tough tool rod, and then we need 2 plates and the hammerhead. So we can do it like that, and then maybe we'll try and get a. I don't know what kind of tool rod we want. We want something with a really good modifier. So we'll throw these back in here. Let's look up some good materials. We're also going to want to make an excavator out of cobalt. So we're going to need another plate and another shovel head. So our head is 8, so we're going to need basically 16 more. Ouch. See, there went all of our cobalt. Now I'm glad we processed it the way we did. So we're just going to melt all of that. Goodbye, stuff. right now, guys, I'm sorry I went quiet. I would just want to make... Forgot that I was recording for a second. I wanted to go ahead and make the smeltery a little bit bigger. As you saw, I was just looking up recipes. This is what I normally do when I'm off camera. Is this kind of work. Expanding stuff and making stuff work a little bit better for us. So let's get that in there, and we'll go ahead and get out our hammerhead and our excavator head and this guy. Toss that in there. Hammerhead. And cast that out. We're going to want one more of these flux capacitors as well. So we'll get out one more of these. I believe it's crafted like so. Nope. This one. Nope. Come on. Like that. There we go. There's one of our plates. How much more do we have? 16. Perfect. So we're going to need 2 more plates. All right, let's look through here. What do we have for good stuff? So that guy, not too great of a handle modifier. Bone is okay, but we're not going to use it. Cactus is pretty good. Netherrack is actually really good, and I think what we probably might end up going for is alumite, because it gives us a material trait of reinforced. It has a really good handle modifier, and yeah, it has a pretty good mining speed. It can mine cobalt, and then we're going to go for a paper tough tool binding on our excavator. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's get out this Artite ingot. We're going to go ahead and make with this for our hammer, or for our, oh, I can't. Alright, I stand corrected. We may have to melt something else in here. We might have to melt this down. How much does this cost? 3, and the tough tool rod costs 3 as well. We've only got 2 of those guys. So why don't we make a bit more Artite? How do we make Artite? Or alumite. 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. So 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. That's coal. Right? Yeah. Okay. What can I do with this? This is awkward. Block of solid ender. Yeah, guys, that was wrong. Let's not block that stuff. So let's just quickly do this. Cheat mode ourselves this, and then we're going to type in 45 down here, so we get exactly the right amount. And then we're just going to toss this away and get 45 aluminum ingots. All right. So we'll clear out this. We need 5 aluminum. Okay. All right, so let's get this hammer going here. This is going to be Rockbane Mark II because it's a hammer, or Mark III, just because. Just because. And then we just need that tough tool rod. It's a little bit weird. I guess that the obsidian counted for 2 per, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and get this stuff smelting, and we can use it. We're gonna need the tough tool rod cast. We're gonna need 2 of these, so it'll work out. We'll end up with like 5 ingots or 10 ingots or something like that. Enough to make 2, I think. And then we're gonna need that paper stack, right? Is it just like this, or how do you, like that? We need our tough tool binding. Or actually this tough tool binding. We're not casting it. This needs, there we go. Paper tough tool binding to go with that. Our plate, and then we'll get our handle here in just a second. Alrighty. So now we've got 6 ingots of molten alumite, just enough to make what we want. Alright, so let's do hammer, this guy, and rock crusher, or yeah, rock crusher. This has a base durability of almost 10,000. Well, not almost, but really close to. Mining speed of cobalt, or level of cobalt. A mining speed of pretty fast, and 3 modifiers left on it. So what we're going to do is go ahead and make this guy flux. And we'll have 2 modifiers to throw a bunch of redstone on, although I think, see, yeah, there's no point in using diamonds or anything like that on this. So we can just straight up use lots of redstone and make this guy a lot faster. So guys, we're getting there. We're getting to the point where you have some really good tools to play with. So we've got a mining speed of 19. Really, really fast hammer here. So we've got our rock crusher. Let's see. Throw that off of there. Oh yes. This is good. This is going to make digging out these rooms a lot faster. And I guess as soon as I used it... so you don't want to let it run out, otherwise it starts using its durability. Oh, and then it gets it back as soon as you charge it. Okay. However that works. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so this guy should be cast now. Put this away. And let's make our excavator. So we're going to need this, 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 and this. And this will be the Ditch Digger Mark II. Yep, there we go. Ditch Digger Mark II. So we've got pretty good durability on this guy. We'll go ahead and make him flux. So that way we don't have to worry about it. And then we'll throw a bunch of redstone on him to make him just that much faster. Alright, look at that. We've even got another modifier left. So we can make him just that much more fast because we have that rideable modifier, which is awesome. And why not have a really, really fast shovel? We can always make silk touch tools and that kind of stuff later, but a mining speed of 23, a good bit of durability on him, and flux. It's going to make for one heck of a dirt digging machine. Woohoo! Alright. So, we're going to tool rack this guy. We're going to keep our shovel and our drill. Or you know what? Nope. We're going to get rid of our shovel. We need to move this to there and this to there. Alright, gone are the glory days. We've gotten some new stuff now, guys. We've moved on. Now don't worry, we'll be using these guys once we can get some infusion enchantments, and then we'll be using the crap out of those. We'll probably replace our diamond drill and our nano saber with just that set. But let's see, how's this guy doing? Almost there. Draining away. Put this paper away. And that glass. So guys, we're getting quite a bit done so far today. What else do we need to do? We can clear out the basement as well here in a minute, and then maybe we'll relocate some of our railcraft stuff from the bedroom, which we need to decorate. We do need to decorate this place and make it more suitable to live in. And empty that creosote out into some bottles and whatnot. And we're going to have long fall boots, baby. We will eventually have like a, whoopsie. There we go. A big rail system is my dream, running from place to place and taking stuff everywhere, and routers and whatnot. And then we'll have, aside from that, we'll have some item, like buildcraft pipes and item ducts running all over, carrying items here and there, and AE systems and point-to-point transport. I just want to have a crazy, crazy setup with stuff going everywhere and everywhere in between. It's just, I think it'll look cool. We want to charge this up as well. Fine. Dang. Okay, guys, I will be back, and we can use these tools as soon as they finish charging. So I'll be right back. To the power of video editing, we're back with full tools. So something that I've noticed, guys, unless you are using the pickaxe, where it only is going to use 1 RF per function, from what I understand, you're going to want to turn this guy off if you have your redstone flux capacitor in your inventory on your hotbar to charge your items. The reason for this being is if I do this and I have it on and I go mining, you'll notice that until my hammer fills back up, it kind of glitches out and won't let me mine. So if you turn it off, you can go about your business and mine all this out really in short time. And then when you finish, you can go ahead and see how we're low on RF now. Just click this guy back on, and he'll fill those right back up as you're holding them. So it's a bit of a trade-off. I don't know if you could fix that by using a different one of these, where see, like, this guy can send 500 and can receive a lot. I mean, I don't know Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. If it is, and you guys know that about that, let me know, and maybe I will just delete these tools, remake them, and then I'll craft the better redstone flux capacitors, and we can go about it that way. I think that'd be a fair trade. Just delete them, remake them, completely only put a legitly made uh, better flux capacitor on. As you can see right now, I'm just using these really nice tools to expand the house a bit. I'm just going to assume that based on the way this room is dimensioned, the way I have it laid out, I'm going to have to go past the boundary of this mountain to do what I want to with it. See? Then we can turn that back on to charge these guys back up. So it works. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes, but it does work. It's not a big deal. Um, but I don't know what I'm going to put in this room. I'm probably going to move this little factorization setup along this wall of this room, so that way I can have it a little separated from everything else. And I might move my thermal expansion machines, or I'll probably actually just move my industrial craft machines into this room, and then I can lay these out a little bit more better on the wall and have some better processing going on with the thermal expansion stuff, because I'm probably going to use industrial craft in conjunction with applied energistics to process my ores in short time. So I'm going to want to have them laid out a little different there. I'm going to want these to be basically like this, but in here and without hoppers, but with like ME buses on them and all sorts of crazy stuff. So that's how that will work. I really do like the way these tools look. Pretty happy with them, guys. Got nice, good mining speeds. Purple Peep Leader is a very fast pickaxe. And we can even add some more modifiers on here if we want to. We can add up to 2 more. But I mean, just look at how fast this thing mines. It's comparable to my diamond drill, a little bit faster actually. I think we go to the nether and we see how quick it mines in the nether. I think that would be a fun way to wrap up this episode. We can also test out the rock crusher down there. Alrighty, here we are. Portal through. Run down this tunnel. Whoa! Okay then. That was a little scary, I won't lie. Got a heat scar spider, I believe. And some hecates. Alright, let's find a good spot to mine out. If we could find one of those big overhangs like back against almost what you would consider a wall in the nether, that would be good. A good place to try this stuff out, and then we'll just use teleport to get home. That's a wisp. There are some wisps. Huh. They seem to be not hostile, so I'm not going to concern myself with them. Alright, here we go. So here is our netherrack test. Yeah, it insta-mines them. Let's see about this guy. If we turn that off. Ooh, we got some nether. Oh boy. Pissed all the pigment off. Yeah, this is also quite good in the nether. But yes. Let's make a run for it. Oh. Okay, well I've got two groups labeled nether. Let's fix this and make this a capital N. And then we're also going to fix this. And we have all of our spawners and our blaze stuff. This is where I charged it, by the way. You can see a pretty decent area chunked out of this. This was what the Firestone took to charge fully. So not a terribly large area considering how much lava we have. So let's get up to the portal, head on through. That was some cobalt. And now we'll be in the geode. Kind of hilarious the way this works. And then we can group normal. Teleport home. Woo! We're home. And we've got a gaping hole in the back of our house. I didn't really think that through, I guess. Yeah, we'll just kind of wall that off with cobble for right now. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is going to be where I wrap up and call it a good episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a comment if you decide to. It's always nice to see comments though, guys, really. Comments are very, very helpful in deciding what I do next. We'll probably gonna finish out this room and dig out the basement. Dig out this area back here. I'm also probably going to try and make silverwood with thaumium. I'll just show you what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna do this setup off camera because I'm sure most of you play with this and you've probably all done it or seen it by now. I'm going to make an infusion altar. And then I'm going to make a silverwood wand with thaumium caps. they both require some infusion. So that'll probably be, I believe my infusion room is going to be this guy right here. So this will be where the infusion all takes place. And then here can be like Essentia refining in this room, or even down here and on the bottom floor. So we're gonna have like Essentia going all over and infusing happening, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. But for right now, guys, I'm gonna call this an episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Next episode, I'm gonna hopefully have my Iron Captain wand done, and then I'm gonna have in here hopefully some nodes. I'm gonna start moving them around. I have the research for everything. I just don't have the wands or the tech and stuff to do it. So I will be back next episode. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day and take it easy.